Hello students, it's Mr. Sherman here. And the object of this video, which we will refer to as a screencast, is to do two things. I want to get you familiar with maneuvering this website Canvas, which I'm assuming many of you have never used before. And on top of that, we would like you to create a Google Drive folder, which is a place where we will be storing all digital assignments that we'll be working on in this class and definitely in Mr. Mentioner's class. Many of you are going to be using this tool for at least 2 periods a day, almost every day for the rest of the year. So it's important that you take the time necessary to go over all the websites, maneuver them so that you understand how they work, and if you have any questions, there's going to be plenty of time over the next few days for you to work these things out. So what you're looking at right now is the homepage to your Canvas course. And before I move on, I just want to go over a few things that we've already done. And let me be very clear that if you have not done any of these things already, you're going to need to pause this video and you're going to need to handle these because all these are very important before we get started with computer stuff. The first thing is we went over a Chromebook contract and there were guided notes associated with that. This contract was designed to have you all get a really clear understanding of what's expected of you with Chromebook use and how we're going to be using the tools. And it also gives us important information as far as student passwords go in case you ever get locked out of your accounts. Okay, once you got done with that, we had you create nameplates. And this is so that we can assign you a Chromebook number. Okay, once you have these steps of the process, you're ready to actually get onto the tool. And what we did first was we made sure that your school district email account was registered properly and that you were able to get into the site. Once you successfully signed in, you're in good shape. And then the last thing that we did was we allowed you to create a Canvas account so that you could get into this web page in the first place. And in order to do that, you needed to A, create your account, and B, enroll in the Canvas course using the specific code that got you to this page here. Again, if any of these things are things you have not yet done, you got to pause the video right now, get one of your teachers so we can help get you all caught up. So back to the Canvas page, okay? The first thing that we're going to be doing is setting up a Google Drive class folder. Now, if you click into this, you're going to get additional information on how to get started, but everything that you need to know is going to be showcased in this video. So what I want you to do is go up here to your web browser, Google Chrome, and click New tab. It's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. What you need to do is simply type in gmail.com. Okay, and this will either take you directly to Gmail as it is for me, or you may just need to click on the top link in Google. But regardless, this is your email account related to your school district email that you signed in with. To verify that, if you click up here on the very top right-hand corner of your screen, it'll show you what email address you're using. And you want to make sure that this email address is your Philadelphia School District email, your school district ID number, followed by at philasd.org. As long as you're here, you're ready to go. Now, what we're going to be doing is showing you how to create a folder in Google Drive. But this is not Google Drive. As you can see up here, this is your Gmail account. This is only related to your emails. So in order to get to Google Drive, we actually don't need to leave this screen. Whenever you see this up here, well, follow my mouse at the top right, this little cluster of 9 squares, that's going to take you to your Google Apps because all of these things are attached to your Gmail account. What we're concerned with is this triangular symbol here, which is Google Drive. So click on that and it'll open up a new page which will take you to your Google Drive. Now, if you've ever used this before, if you've ever used your school district account in Google Drive, there might be things already in here that you've used before. But for many of you, it will be blank, much like mine looks. And to create a folder for this class, it's actually quite simple. If you go up here, again, following my mouse to where it says New, you click New, and then you click Folder. And it's going to pull up this new folder screen. What we're going to title this is English 2 2016-2017. And then click Create. And then in your Google Drive, you will see that you have created this new folder. And it's that simple. Everything that's related to English 2 is going to be put into this folder all year. Okay? But before we move on, we need to make sure that this folder is shared appropriately with myself and with Ms. Mann. And this is important because then anything that you put into this folder, we will have access to, which is good. We're not creeping in on your privacy here. But if you're submitting work to us and it's not shared with us, it's going to give us a screen that says we don't have access to it, and we won't be able to grade your work, which is a big problem. So in order to do this, you're going to right-click on this, which is a double finger tap on your mouse pad. It'll take you to this screen here. What we want to click on is this share button, which will allow you to share this folder with us. Once you click there, you're going to get to this screen where you simply need to enter the email addresses of us. And more importantly, you want to make sure that this says can edit. If it says can view, we won't be able to give you feedback on your work. We'll only be able to see it. It needs to say can edit in order for us to give you full feedback on all of your work. So what I need you to do is type in all 4 of the email addresses you're about to see. The first is my school district email, and then Ms. Mann's school district email. And then I also want you to add my personal email, which is this one right here, and Ms. Mann's personal email, which I'm getting right now. Once you have these 4 email addresses, jsherman@philasd.org, cmann@philasd.org, jshermanteacher@gmail.com, and manchloe@92@gmail.com, you are going to need to click enter on your keyboard. That will show you all 4 of our email addresses like so. Okay? It needs to look exactly like this or else it won't work properly. Once you've gotten to this step though, you simply hit send. And then it shows you up here, you have shared this folder with 4 people. Okay? So now, when I click in on this folder, you will notice that there's this little person icon here. And it will show you that you are the owner of the folder, everyone else that it's shared with. There's one last thing that we're going to do. Right now, it shows me up here that we are in the folder, English 2, 2016-2017. What we're going to do now is create a folder within this folder that will house everything related to this initial Chromebook unit for this first week. So in order to do that, we're going to do the same process. And we're going to click New Folder, and you're going to title this Chromebook Rollout, and then Create. So now you may notice that this folder has a little person icon in it. And that's important because it means that this folder is within a folder that is already shared. So you don't need to reshare this folder with me because it's already inside a folder that is. If you've gotten to this step, you need to pause the video and you need to call over myself or Ms. Mann, because what we're going to do is, referring back to your Canvas page, we're going to give you a grade for having set this up properly. Okay, it's going to go into your class assignments grade. Okay, hopefully this video was helpful. And what we want you to do now is just maneuver Canvas, get a sense of what all these little things do, because there's a lot going on here. Okay, the home page is where you're going to have all the stuff that is, related to the course. You're going to have assignments here. It's going to show you a week by week breakdown. You're going to have these folders here that showcase everything that we're doing. Okay, you also have the dashboard. When you click here, it's going to show you all the other classes that you're enrolled in. So if you've already enrolled in Mr. Mentioner's class, you're going to see English 2 and Mr. Mentioner's U.S. History class here. Okay, the other way to do that is to go to the courses page, which will show you everything that you're enrolled in. Right now, I'm just viewing this as if I were a student, so I'm not going to have access to everything that you will. Okay, also, down here in the calendar, when you click here, it's going to show you a detailed calendar of everything that goes on in this course. Now, right now, it's looking blank because we haven't added a lot to this page. But soon, when you look at this, you'll get a detailed understanding of when different assignments are due, and they'll appear here along with when they're due. It's a very helpful tool. This is going to revolutionize the way that teaching and learning happens in this classroom, and I'm really excited about it. So I look forward to having you get comfortable with these tools. They may seem a little bit unusual or new to you now, which is normal. It's natural. But soon enough, this is going to be very comfortable, and I really look forward to us getting this type of stuff underway. Remember, as long as you get all caught up with the work online, you can always be working on your project related to the heroin unit on the article Young Hands in Mexico Feed Growing U.S. Demand for Heroin, which is due on Friday, October the 7th. I hope this was helpful. Love you guys, and we'll chat soon. This is Sherman signing off.